I'm going to share about some of my classic Harry Potter games. And Harry Potter 2 Chapter 3 is the best time to talk about Gnome Toss. This is a card game that's all about speed. I've got it set up here for the 4 characters that were canonically in the Gnome Toss scene in the book. And the basics of the game is that someone will play a card, and that card will indicate the next person who needs to play, and they need to play as fast as possible without being challenged. If they play quickly enough, all is good, and play continues. But if they hesitate, another player can grab their challenge card and put it on the discard pile, thus making them have to take all the discarded cards, add them to the bottom of their deck. Players can also be challenged if they play at the wrong time. And to add another twist in there, after a successful challenge, you don't just put the challenge card back there, you end up rotating all of the challenge cards so that the character you're playing as might not always match the challenge card that's in front of you. There's a few main types of gnome cards. The blue arrows indicate that play continues 1 or 2 players to the right or counterclockwise, while the red arrows indicate that play continues to the left or clockwise. There are also color cards, which indicate that play passes to the person playing as that matching character. You can also choose to play with these advanced De-Gnoming cards. When the Nest of Gnomes card is played, everyone grabs their character card and puts it in the middle, and the last person to do so takes all of the cards in the discard pile. And the Bitten by a Gnome card is similar, except for everyone takes their character card and holds it above their head, and the last person to do that takes the stuff in the discard pile. You can probably guess this, but the first person to discard all their cards wins. Now let's go through an example game, but without any challenging or the advanced De-Gnoming cards because I'm playing alone. I'll have Harry start. And look at that! Fred won! I think that's Fred. What do you think? Which one's Fred and which one's George? I really loved this game growing up, but the downside is that it requires at least 3 players, and growing up, it was usually just me and one of my sisters who would play these games, so we didn't play this one quite as much.